performance. What do you think about that first half, though, even though it was a tricky start?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yes, welcome back to another episode on Gunner Street. And honestly, people, skipping all the pleasantries, I'll be very, very honest. I'm worried, man. I'm absolutely worried about the future of this team. We are dull, very, very dull from the midfield forward. Very, very dull. But I want to touch on this Newcastle game specifically and why this one really made me lose a lot of hope, man, until this team makes me feel otherwise, to be honest. But I'll further break it down. But like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 2K subs. If you like anything Arsenal related, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to show some support for the Arsenal channel. But ladies and gentlemen, we get straight into it. Firstly, when you look at that lineup today, again, it's something we've been talking about for weeks upon weeks, and honestly, months upon months. This Arsenal side without Bukayo Saka lacks attacking threat. Now, from an analytical point of view, when Newcastle defended in their banks before, and I'll give them credit, they defended admirably in the banks and the blocks that they did. And they defended well. They blocked a lot of shots in their box. They stopped a lot of the crosses coming into the box. Town Hall played well. I thought not only did they stop the crosses, but when the crosses did come in, you had Botman who played well, Byrne who played well. A lot of their players defended really, really admirably. Joe Linton worked in there all day long. Isak was incredible. And I think that is ultimately the difference. Once Newcastle decided to shut off that midfield block and we couldn't break into the midfield with passes in between the lines, the only way you were going to break down Newcastle was wide attacking threat. And we didn't have any of that today. And a few times I should say, we managed to get in behind. And the two clear-cut chances for me of this game came in those two situations. One with Martinelli, where we break the midfield lines really, really well. Martinelli, who we all want onto the end of this chance, using his pace to break one-on-one through on goal, hits the post. You have to score that. You absolutely have to score that. He had one earlier this season against Bournemouth. He doesn't bury that, we're going to lose that game 2-0. At 0-0, Martinelli has to bury that. And again, criminal miss by Kai Havertz. Standing at 6'4" tall. And so that's someone I always talk about who we need in vital areas in and around the box to use his height and get on the end of crosses. A good cross played into the box. And it hits his shoulder. That's criminal. From 5 yards out or less. Absolutely criminal. And I come on here every single game, ladies and gentlemen, and I give you the analytical perspective. And I give my thoughts and I give my opinions. And not only do I give my thoughts and opinions, but I also like to provide solutions, because giving your opinion and being critical of the team and not providing at least some sort of solution, it's useless, because I'm a fan of this Arsenal team. But ultimately, it has gone stale in a lot of areas, man. The attacking play has gone really, really stale. And it has raised a bigger question for me, if I'm being really and truly honest. Not only how long does Mikel Arteta have in the job, not that I want him out particularly. I'm not one that wants Mikel Arteta out. I think, yes, to be honest, he's gotten it wrong in terms of we need way more attacking depth. But we also don't know the ins and outs behind that in terms of maybe Edu or maybe the board or whatever reasoning. But when you go and splash the cash on £100 million centre midfielder, and you splash the cash on other areas of the team, and you don't decide to bring in that quality striker or that quality attacker who's going to win you games, in the long run, it will cost you. And it has cost us this season more so than any other season, if I'm very, very honest. You could think about countless games this season where the game has been close and we haven't won it because we lack the quality in the final third. Think about Everton. Think about Fulham. Think about Inter Milan in the Champions League. Think about countless games throughout this season. Newcastle, same way, in the league as well. Countless games this season where we've had majority possession. We've passed teams off the pitch to death. We've had the field tilt, or what most fans like to talk about. We've had all these things. But we haven't had the scoreline to go with the performance. Or we haven't had the performance to go with anything. Today, ultimately, it was a very even affair. And I'll say that it was a very even affair. Newcastle, to be honest, didn't create anything either. But they have a gunman who got a goal and assist today and who walks away, giving Newcastle a very handy lead in the semi-final. Isak takes his chance well. It falls to him in the box. Right place, right time, buries it. Great finish. Then again, a shot out of nothing. Saved by Raya, and then Gordon pounces on the rebound. I don't think we had a shot on target till like well into the second half. Well into the second half. I'm worried, guys. I'm very, very worried. Because like I said, I made the point. Bukayo Saka was on course to have 40 goal contributions this season, I think. 15 or so in the back end of this season. 15 to 20. Where in the squad do you see that we're being replaced? Are we already were talking about adding more attacking quality when we had Bukayo Saka? So my question to you all is, what happens from here? Because honestly, if we don't sign someone in January, we're in danger of letting the season slip away already. And it's gutting to say, because I'm a very positive fan, like I said. I come on here, I give perspective. I come on here, I like to give solutions as well. But it's not been good enough for weeks upon weeks, guys. It's not been good enough. And now I'm getting to a point where Saka's injured, Nwaneri's injured, Trossard wasn't good today, Havertz wasn't good. Martinelli, who I thought, to be honest, was the best of the attackers, he's had some games where he's been very inconsistent. And again today, he missed a crucial chance. Havertz, same way. When you don't take your chances at this level, you leave the door open for teams to punish you. And we've done that too many times this season. Too many times. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I can go on and on and on forever. But ultimately, not good enough. For the tie, do we think the tie is over? Honestly, I thought Robbie made a very good point. I think a month is a very long time in football. If you were telling me next week we're to play Newcastle, who are in great form right now, I don't back us. Especially with the injuries on the form we have in the squad. However, maybe we sign someone. Hopefully we sign someone. I'm clutching at straws. And hopefully we improve our midfield selection. The Odegaard today wasn't good enough as well. And I think Odegaard's position, I talked about it on my recent video of how we could break down a low block. Looking at the development of a Martin Odegaard, him turning into more of an 8 than a 10. And I think the perfect solution was having Nwaneri in the team alongside a Martin Odegaard, someone who's going to work in those central type areas. No, with no Nwaneri, I think we need a 10, we need a winger, and we need a striker. Dangerous, shaky days, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 2K subs. And if you like anything Arsenal related, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the very next one. Thank you for all your love and support, and peace.